You live from Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. I'm having my morning cup of tea in my Boracay cup right here, Boracay Sunset Cup. I'm having green tea, delicious green tea. To start the live stream, I always do the weather. No weather conditions in the PAR, the Philippine Area of Responsibility. Just says here, we are easterlies affecting the country. Basically, easterlies are winds from the east, coming from the Pacific Ocean, affecting pretty much the entire Philippines. It says here, cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms because of the easterlies. And again, it's still habagat season, southwest monsoon season. We're gonna end habagat here probably around the end of October. Then we're gonna go to another season here called the Amihan season. All right, we got that. Let me just pull up my live stream here on my laptop. That way I can track comments too also, because sometimes I miss comments. Hope everyone is having a good day. Just starting out my day here. I just took Leanna to school. Raining this morning. Not when I took her to school, but I did have Leanna bring an umbrella with her. When I dropped her off, let me just lower the volume here. I don't want that to interfere. All right. There's commercial. There's commercial. All right. I can see it. I can see myself on my laptop, so that's good. You look great, Ginno. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Feeling good. You know, I've been in the gym now for the whole month of September. I've been going to the gym almost every day, working out at the gym. Doing treadmill, and then a lot of the machines. Not doing free weights yet, just a lot of the machines. Safer for me. And it's not like I'm trying to get big or anything. I just wanted to get in a really good shape back. And I'm feeling good because I'm able to, it feels good to be back in the gym working out again. I always walk during the morning. I walk at sunset. But it's a different feel when you're in the gym, you know, when you're working with the machines, you're lifting a little bit, pull downs, and you got the music blaring in the gym. Good to be back in the gym. And Dilly, greetings, Ginno. I almost didn't recognize you. LOL, you didn't recognize me. My Dodger. I had to represent my Dodgers. You know, this is my 2024 championship shirt that my good friend John gave me from. He's from Oregon. He flew here to the Philippines. I actually met him in Calibo, and he brought this shirt for me because he knew I was a big Dodger fan. So I just, you know, when it's a baseball season, you know, that's kind of my season when it comes to sports. My favorite sports team is the Dodgers, and I just love baseball. I love everything about baseball. I know people say it's kind of boring. I don't get that. You know, I don't get that when I watch baseball because especially in the playoffs, a lot of times if you're a baseball fan in the playoffs, every single at bat, every single inning, sometimes every pitch matters in baseball. So can't wait to we start with the Cincinnati Reds at Dodger Stadium. I think we're gonna go with Blake Snell. Blake Snell is gonna be our starting pitcher, is what I'm hearing. But you know, that's not official till the game starts. But it looks like Blake Snell. We got him from the Giant. Pretty good pitcher. He's gonna be a good game one pitcher for us. Best of 3 series with Cincinnati Reds because we were just the wild card this year. But it's all good as long as they're in the playoffs. We got a chance. Air Force shirts. Yeah, I wear Air Force shirts, Dodger shirts. Most of them are given to me. That's why I like wearing them. You know, it's like it reminds me of the people that gave me the shirt, like my friend John from Oregon. I mean, he brought this shirt all the way from the U.S. You know, he purchased this for me. That's why it means a lot to me when I receive gifts like that, because that person took the time to look for the shirt, ask me what size I am. You know, I'm medium in the U.S. For those who want to know. But here in the Philippines, I usually wear large or extra large, but in the U.S., I'm a medium. I'm like 5'10", 150 pounds now, so I'm gaining weight from going at the gym. I'm doing well. Thank you. E6 Charlie. Good morning, Ginno from Marilao, Bulacan province. Oh man, that's my province. And my grandparents, they're both buried there in San Rafael, Bulacan. I have lots of relatives in San Rafael, Bulacan, Malolos, Bulacan. That's like where my family, on my mother's side, that's all they're from. So good to see Bulacan represented. Edgar, Reds, your Dodgers going down. Oh, that's right. Edgar is from Ohio, so he's a big Cincinnati Reds fan. We used to have like a rivalry, I know, with the Reds. I know back in the 70s when they had the big red machine, you know, and then we had the Dodgers in the late 70s. And then I have a friend when I was my first duty assignment. My first duty assignment was George Air Force Base. And I had a good friend, one of my best friends that I've ever had, David Craig was his name, and he was a Cincinnati Reds fan. And me and him, we used to work at the admissions office where they admit patients, discharge patients from the hospital. That was our office. The two of us manned that office. And every day, back then anyway, back in the 80s, you know, we had newspaper back then. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have the internet back then. And we would like be looking at the newspaper, and he's a Cincinnati Reds fan and I'm a Dodger fan. And we're always looking at the standings, you know, like how many games, who's on first, how many games behind. And then we used to catch games. Every time the Reds and Dodgers played at Dodger Stadium, George Air Force Base was not too far, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hour drive from George, and we would go watch the game. I remember one game with my friend. We were there. It went extra innings, and the games at Dodger Stadium usually starts like at 7:30, and it went extra innings, and we were there like. I guess we were both diehard baseball fans, so we ended up staying to like past midnight, and it was a weekday, and we had to be at work the next day. But we were young back then. You were like, man, I was still like 17, 18 years old, so it's nothing for me to like, you know, not sleep and work the next day. But we never missed any time the Reds came to Dodger Stadium. Me and my good friend David Craig, we would always watch the game. That's why it's very memorable. That's why baseball to me just has a lot of, you know, I have so many good memories of baseball. Watching Fernando during the 1980 Fernando Mania. That was like the first games I got to go to Dodger Stadium. So to me, I'm just like you know, I'll be a baseball fan my whole life. You know, it's like the best sport, I think. That's a true friend right there. I know, right? True friend right there, man. You know, it's like, I know these shirts aren't cheap. I know when you buy this in the United States, they're not cheap at the stores. And he brought it all the way here to Calibut for me. Taking a break. All right, Ray. I got your message. I know you're busy, Ray. Oh, and I was going to make an announcement. I'm going to take a break too from the live stream. Dazzle and I, we're going to take a little vacation, just Dazzle and I, the next few days. We'll be back probably Sunday, so you won't see a live stream from starting tomorrow, Wednesday, till maybe I'll do it if we get back in time Sunday, but more likely I'll do the live stream again next week on Monday. Just a little break, you know, it's nothing. Just Dazzle and I. Leanna's gonna stay home. Dazzle's older sister, Nene, she's gonna be here. She's gonna be here to watch Leanna and take Leanna to school. So she'll be here sometime today, actually. She's gonna be here after lunch. So, you know, Dazzle and I, we tried to do that. You know, it's like, if you remember, Dazzle and I went to Boracay Island for the whole month of June, and it was just me and her in Boracay for the whole month of June. You know, it's just like, that's our thing. You know, we still, we get busy with YouTube, we get busy with Leanna, mom, the family, but we like getting away. You know, we like doing our thing. Like we'll go to Iloilo, and then we'll just do our thing. And I know we got many friends in Iloilo. I know when we go there, people are like expecting to meet up with us, but this time around, we're just gonna have vacation. We just want our time, Dazzle and I's time. And I think people understand that, right? People understand that as couples, you need that. You need some, I guess, date days or date vacations where it's just the two of us. We're excited. We're excited. Should be a lot of fun for us. Good AM, Ginno. Good AM. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Fortune. I see good morning. The Panay Posse. All right. Good day, Edgar, Joe, and Ray. All right. Good morning, Fortune. Hey, JP. Nice, JP. I'm near the office. Oh, all right. That's right. You're dropping Maggie at UP Diliman. It's a little bit not cloudy, but looks like rain clouds here. I mean, it's bright. It's not, but looks like we're gonna get rain again today. It rained most of the night. I was hearing like downpours during. I even heard thunder and saw on the window like lightning. So it was a rainy night here in Numancia, Aklan. Joe, good morning. Good AM, Fortune. Rain. Yeah, it looks like rain today too. It's gonna be a rainy day here today. Fortune, Edgar, JP the man. Good day, JP. All right. Said hi. Where are you guys? We're just gonna go to Iloilo City. I have an appointment. My every 6 months I have to get a monitoring MRI, but after that it's gonna be a short vacation for Dazzle and I. We just like eating at restaurants, watch a movie, catch a movie. They have IMAX at SM City Iloilo, so depending on what's showing. I know Dazzle's been wanting to watch that Conjuring movie. She likes horror movies, but me, I just like going to the movies. It doesn't really even matter because we don't get to go to the movies a lot. It's like if I go to the movie twice a year, that's about the times I go to the movies. So any movie really, I just like to sit there, get a big popcorn and just like munch on popcorn. To me, that it's like nothing. I still like that where I can sit there, comfortable chairs too at the theaters here. Big, like leather reclining seats. Now sometimes you can even lay down now. On the movie theaters here, get a popcorn. So I'm excited to do that. Eat maybe try new places in Iloilo City that we haven't eaten. But I know people, when they see we're in Iloilo, everybody starts contacting me. And this time around, I'm just gonna have to turn down people from meeting with us, just because this is gonna be Dazzle and I's getaway, kind of like a getaway for Dazzle and I. We just know so many people now in Iloilo City. So when they know that we're in Iloilo, so hey, I gotta see you guys, you gotta meet up, But you know how that becomes it, I do like meeting people, I do like hanging out, but it kind of like with Dazzle and I, it's like we can't be alone. We don't have that alone time, and that's what we're trying to do on this trip to Iloilo City. And we just like going with the flow. A lot of times when you have to meet up with people, you got to schedule, okay, I'll meet you at 12 or I'll meet you at dinner. It's like us, we just like, when we go to the mall, we're just like walking in the mall. Next thing you know, we're watching a movie. Next thing you know, we're eating something. Next thing you know, oh, let's get to the park. I like doing random things. We can all get caught up on older. All right, JB, thank you. Before Leanna gets so big. I know, right? Leanna's growing up so fast, and next thing you know, guys, she's gonna be going to college. It's like she's in high school now. It's like next thing you know, it'll be college for Leanna. And we plan on sending her to college here in Calibo at St. Gabriel College to take up nursing. So maybe even then, maybe we're still doing YouTube, and you guys can follow along Leanna's college life here in Calibo. Are you in? Nope. Sports. I'm married. Then I'm married, so it's like there's always somebody that's not a problem. You can have your fun. It's like I'm not offended. There's always people that think they're funny, but it's not funny. I'm not laughing. Belus. Good morning, Belus. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Fortune, Ibiernes, breakthrough in Villa. All right, breakthrough. All right, Fortune, visit. If I, like I said, Fortune, it's like this will be Dazzle and I's kind of like vacation. So more, I usually tend to like let Dazzle decide. Me, I'm just along for the ride. Whatever Dazzle wants to do, this is her time. If she just wants to hang out at the mall all day, I'll be happy to just like follow her along. It's like I just want to treat her well. Have a good vacation for her. We can't wait for the post report of your vacation after you guys get back. Go to a dentist. All right, I will go to a dentist, my friend. No worries. Not a problem. Not a problem. I will go to a dentist, my friend. All right. Since I'm at the bottom of the comments here, I did come up with the topic. Oh, there's actually things that I wanted to discuss real quick. Things that the news, things that I see here in the Philippines. Check out the fishing spot by the river. Oh yeah, that's right. I walked to that one time, right? JP, by the bridge. I'm on my morning walk while Dazzle's sleeping. When I do my morning walk, when I film, I'll try to go to that bridge, see what people are catching at that. There's always people fishing there by the Esplanade, by Iloilo River. I've even seen like dragon boat, people practicing dragon boat there. So I'll definitely check it out. The thing that caught my eye here, I'll show you real quick. I saw this in the news. I saw this on Panay News. It says kids remain vulnerable. This year, the dengue cases dropped in Iloilo. It did drop, but in Iloilo, says here, 17 deaths. 17 kids have died from a dengue fever in Iloilo. And the ages of the kids are between 5 and 9. What they're saying are susceptible to dengue. But you can get sick. I mean, anybody can get sick for dengue fever here. And you get dengue fever here from a mosquito bite. And it is I've never had dengue, thank goodness. I'm always putting my citronella, mosquito repellent. The only time that I really have to put it, if I'm gonna go outside at night. Usually in the daytime, like in our house, there's no mosquito. If I go outside, there's no mosquito. Usually mosquitoes come out here at nighttime. And I try not to go out at nighttime. It's like, I try not to, but if I do, the few times that I go at nighttime, I do put I like citronella better than off. Off to me, it's kind of like too greasy and it doesn't smell good. You can buy the citronella mosquito repellent here. You can get it at Watson here, pretty common here. But as of August 2025, in the Philippines, as of last August, 437 dengue-related deaths. So people are dying here in the Philippines from dengue fever because it's no joke. I've seen cases when they get admitted for dengue fever. It's not something that you want to catch. So you want to avoid, if you're out, if you know you're going to be around mosquitoes, possibility of mosquitoes, you really need to put mosquito repellent. And dengue fever here, the Dengue Fever Awareness Month here in the Philippines, usually June. There's usually a big push like June because dengue fever, high rate of dengue fever happen here in the Philippines during the rainy season from July to December because it's easy for mosquitoes to breed because so many, when it rains, when it's a downpour, there's puddles all over. Grassy areas get get puddles of water. Less dengue during the summer because when drought conditions, the ground, the soil, a lot of it's dry. There's just a lot of mosquitoes during the rainy season here. Many strategies, like for me, I always make sure, like when I'm outside, like when I'm doing laundry or cleaning up outside, where I'm always like making sure sometimes you got plastic pot, something like that accumulates water. You just need to make sure you don't have standing water. Make sure you sweep standing water because that is where mosquitoes breed here. That was one of the stories that caught my eye. And yesterday, I shared yesterday, flu-like cases are also rising here in the Philippines. And then the other thing that caught my eye was this article. It says, YouTube has become the new TV in the Philippines. Drives better return on investment for ads. That's the article that I saw. So, and it is, it's like, it's hard to find anybody here in the Philippines that doesn't have social media, YouTube, Facebook. It's like, it's hard to find anybody. Like on the statistics here, it even says, YouTube has effectively become the new TV in the Philippines. Like me, we don't even have cable TV anymore. I don't even watch like the local channels, even Dazzle and them. Since we don't have local TV, we don't have cable TV, they can't watch like the local. There's like local television stations here, like GMA TV, different TV. We don't watch it. The thing that we get our news from now is YouTube and Facebook. That's where we get where we watch entertainment too. Entertainment. It says here. The report pretty much attests to the massive migration of Filipino viewers from scheduled programming, so nobody's watching scheduled programming anymore on TV, to on-demand and creator-driven content, with 9 out of 10 Filipinos using YouTube. That's a lot of number. I know the population of the Philippines is like in the 130 million now. So 9 out of 10 Filipinos are on YouTube. So we are getting most of our information now from YouTube and Facebook. Nobody's watching TV anymore, because the local programming or the local news. It says here, in addition, the study mentions 88% of rural Visayas in Mindanao also use YouTube daily. So it's not just the cities, remote places, remote provinces like Visayas and Mindanao. Lots of provinces that are remote. They're watching YouTube also. 88%. That's a pretty high number. Pretty high, especially the younger generation. The younger generation. Like I said, I can't even remember watching a Filipino show. I wasn't big on it anyway, but I don't even watch any of that. We don't have cable TV, so I can watch it on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, I can watch it. That just caught my eye. How that is, YouTube has become so big here in the Philippines. Ray, the big rivalry is between the Giants and the Dodgers. Goes back, oh yeah, I understand, man. It's like the Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Giants. And over the years, like when I lived in LA, and even after I moved away from LA, the Giants have always been our rival. Not just in baseball, and I know in football too. They were our rivals, but. I did see like the Yankees get to play the Red Sox too. That's going to be a good rivalry series too. I'm gonna watch that too because I know that the Yankee fans and the Boston Red Sox fans, they just don't like each other. They don't like each other. Tiller, hi, have a question, but I'm trying to see how long it takes to get mod and was wondering if you could give me mod. Oh, moderator. I no longer do any moderators. Unfortunately, I don't do moderators on the channel. You'll see there's no moderators on our channel. I just manage it myself because what had happened, I allowed people to be moderators on our channel, and they were banning people on our channel. There was like, when I finally had to unban the people, there's like over 100 people banned on our channel. And that's not what I want. Like the guy earlier making comments trying to be funny, I'm not gonna ban him. If he wants to keep doing that, he can do that, because that helps your channel actually. Comments on the live stream. So he's not hurting me. It's like I'm not offended. I'm not easily offended. I'm United States military, 20 years. Nothing you can throw at me will like bother me. It's like but seems like off. Turn you off. Seems like it does, because I don't like the smell, and then to me it's like greasy. I know it's common here. That's the common mosquito repellent here, but I'm glad I found citronella. They sell citronella at Watson's, and it smells better. It smells better. Philippine Duterte. Oh, all right. I don't get political here. I don't get involved with. I don't even get involved with politics in the U.S. I don't. I know what's going on with Duterte, Marcos, all that, but I don't get political. It's like I'm retired. I'm retired military. I'm retired here in the Philippines. I've been retired 14 years. The last thing I want to waste my time on is like politics and dissension arguments. It's like that's what not our channel's not about that. If you're looking for, there's many channels where you can go where you can discuss politics. Not on our channel, unfortunately. That's true. I just watch in our cable TV signal the UAP games. The rest is YouTube and Netflix. Right. I do not have Kalibo cable. We subscribe to Kalibo cable just for the internet. We pay $1,399 a month, $26 a month is what we pay for our internet, and that's basically our entertainment. Because between YouTube, we have a subscription to Netflix. Our subscription to Netflix is like 449 pesos. That's like $8 a month for multiple users. We can all be watching Netflix on my phone, on laptop, on TV for 449. So that's how much we pay. And that's basically our entertainment. That's basically our entertainment here. Yes. YouTube, FB, go to now YouTube. Decide to cut all the bloggers. Oh, man, it's like, I'm glad you don't cut me, but I would understand, it's like, it doesn't hurt. Like I said, Belize doesn't, I appreciate you, brother, for following our channel, but people come and go with YouTube, same with our viewers, same with our subscriber. It doesn't hurt my feelings when like people stop watching us, eventually if somebody, nobody watches it anymore, I can just stop doing YouTube. It's not a big part of our life. It's not a big part of our life. Go Toronto Blue Jays. I know. I saw they're one of the favorites in the American League. Vaughn, Fortune, hello. All right, same with us. Our cable, internet, and landline all under PLDT are bundled. Good day, Vaughn Belus. All right, is there Prime Video Amazon in the Philippines? I think you're gonna need. I don't have it. But I know people here, Ray. I know they get that Fire Stick. I know, I actually have one. A viewer of ours gave me the Fire Stick, but I put it on our TV. I watched a few shows. I don't recall seeing a Prime Video there, but I'm sure there's a way. Pretty much whatever you can get in the US, you can get here in the Philippines, but you would have to pay. Yeah, same thing with like the sports, like you would have to pay for like the streaming. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Yes, Ray, see right there. Oh, that's right. Edgar was watching using it's a similar like a Fire Stick. He said it's a different brand, but he was watching TV that way. I have one right there, Edgar. Edgar's. Thank you, Edgar. Appreciate that. maybe, yeah, VPN, it's like I never used that, for me, like I said, I'm low budget, I'm low budget, like I'm fine with like the internet, like 25 $26 on the internet, and then another $8 for Netflix. That's it. We spend about $35 on our entertainment. That's all. That's already our social media, YouTube, Facebook, Netflix. All we need. That's all we need here. All we need here. All right, I got to the bottoms. I did prepare a topic. Belus, he always tries to hit me up for a topic, and I think it's important. I don't want to just like ramble on and not have a topic. I think it's important that. And the topic today that I'm going to discuss is Philippines is still a good option for retirement. The reason I came up with this topic, I've saw a few vloggers here in the Philippines. They're doing videos. They keep saying that Americans or foreigners are leaving the Philippines. Me, I just do not see that. I'm sure there are. It's like could be different reasons why they leave the Philippines. But to me, I think the Philippines still remains one of the better options that are out there. I mean, it's not the only option, and I've mentioned this before. Even here in Southeast Asia, I know people go to Thailand, people go to Vietnam, Cambodia. Nothing wrong with that. To me, the Philippines is just an option, and I think it's still a good option. For one, the housing here, the cost of housing here in the Philippines, it has not skyrocketed dramatically, unlike what I've seen in like Western countries. Like when I watch videos, areas that I used to live at in the United States, or I watch videos like the housing costs, how it's getting harder now, not even just to rent. The rent are skyrocketing everywhere in America, but it's getting harder for people to even buy into homes now. Like when I was in the US, I didn't find it hard to buy a home, but now I'm seeing that, it's like the houses have risen in prices. I guess corporations are buying homes in the US and renting them out. So it's kind of like removing a lot of people, like first-time home buyers is down, not a lot of first-time home buyers. So, but here in the Philippines, it's still affordable. Rent that hasn't changed here much. Here in Aklan province, in Calibo, I used to rent in Calibo. I used to rent a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment there, unfurnished. The furnished apartments, of course, will cost more, but the unfurnished apartments, when I was in Calibo in 2012, 2016, for 4 years, I rented a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment complex, solid complex, a building. I paid $7,000 on rent. And the last time I checked, that same apartment, they remodeled it, of course, repainted it and everything. It only is $8,000. So an increase of 1,000 pesos, or an increase of $18 from 2016 to now, 9 years. It didn't raise the rent as like. To me, that's like incredible, for rent to not increase that high. I'll try to watch out for the comments too, because I do not want to go behind. So I'll keep discussing my topic and then also read the comments. Ginno, you are a great guy. We will continue to pray. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nilia. I appreciate the prayers. Hey, Ginno. All right, Mandel, Kim. We did a video yesterday, Kim, of like the shopping area. So I think you're gonna enjoy that. It's gonna come out tonight. I already edited. I'll upload it later. We went to the carinderias. I didn't even know. I've been in Calibo for so long, but Dazzle kept telling me there's like a row of carinderia right by the shopping area near Pastrana Park by Aklan Catholic College. And we went there yesterday. We bought some takeout carinderia food, and then we ate at Edgar's house. So it's like amazing, man. I was surprised. I usually, when I go to carinderia, I might see like maybe 10, 12 dishes at the carinderia. Man, these carinderias are legit, man. I filmed it, and some of the carinderia had like 30 different food, like fish, pork, beef. I mean, just like so many Filipino food. I think you're gonna enjoy that because I know you've been wanting me to walk around, film Kalibo, and I'm gonna try to keep doing that, Kim. Does it make it easier to adjust in the Philippines when something significantly traumatic happened in the US? Does it easier to adjust? For me, not now, Vaughn, honestly, when I see tragic events that happen in America now, when I watch it, it's almost kind of like, it's still, it saddens me, of course. It's tragic, it's like, I can't believe stuff like that is happening, but it's almost kind of like becoming normal. It's not a shock anymore, right? Like when you heard yesterday, they had a shooting at the church. Before, years ago, I would be like, wow, unbelievable. Now it's like I'm almost like thinking, when's the next one? It's unfortunate that it has got into that, but living here, you watch it, of course, you pray for the people, you have sympathy for the people, but our lives just continue here. It's not, we're so far away from what's happening in America. I haven't been in America in 14 years, so I'm so far removed from it already. I keep track because I have friends, I have family in the US, and my audience, you guys are in America, so I try to keep up because you'll ask me, hey Ginno, did you hear this? Or so I want to like stay up to date, but you just get to live a more peaceful life here. You just get, because none of that stuff happens here. Rarely does anything that tragedy happens here. The tragedies that I see here is like, like accidents, because people are just not careful here. It's usually motorbike accidents. You see many of that here. In the floods, when there's floods, there's always people that were unprepared. They got water, things like that. But it's not the shocking news. It's not the shocking news that you see. My husband and I spent 3 months in the Philippines almost every year. We are retired, and all right. I just got a message from EJ, my friend EJ in Florida. I met EJ. I'm a basketball player. He tours the world. He plays like basketball. Tall guy. He's at least 6'6". I'm sure he's a good hooper. I haven't seen him play, but he does he travels the world, and one of the stops was here in Malay and Boracay, and he taught a basketball camp with his friend. He's headed to Boracay Island. He was just messaging me. His plan now, he's also retired, so he's planning to do half January to June in Boracay, and then in the United States, July to December is his plan. So many people are doing that. To me, that's ideal still, I think, because you get the best of both worlds, especially if you're coming from like a cold climate in the United States. During the colder months in the United States, you can spend it here in the warm sun of the Philippines. Even today, earlier it was raining, and now let me show you how it is now. Because even during the rainy season here, it could be raining, right? It could be raining, but the sun will still come up. Like right now, it's like there's the sun, but later on it could rain again. But throughout the day, you will get some sunshine.